Okay, first of all, my name is Herbert Mitchell, and I was a sergeant in the United States Air Force. And when I was in the States, I was at North Dakota at the 321st Combat Wing in North Dakota at Grand Forks. Then I got transferred overseas to Southeast Asia, and I spent 1 year over there, and then I came home, got married, and then I went back to Vietnam.
I was drafted in 1966 into the Army. I was a little behind in college, and in those days, if you were behind in college, it was a semester. They grabbed you, and you found yourself in uniform. So I was took my basic training at Fort Dix, New Jersey. Then I went to advanced training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I was trained as a water purification specialist, MOS number 51N20. And I left for Vietnam in September of 1966, and I returned in August of 1967. So I was there 11 months.
My job was to teach Vietnamese to be like crew chiefs on C-7A Caribous, all right, which is a prop job that were given to the Air Force, and the Air Force took those over. And duties in Vietnam were guard duty, fix airplanes, go on different trips with airplanes and helicopters in the Republic of Vietnam.
I was born in Fairfield, Connecticut. Led a very sheltered life, to say the least. When I got over there, people lived in poverty. They had lived in dirt floors with little tin roofs and little tin. Their whole house was made of tin, and it was on mud or dirt, and quite a difference between Fairfield, Connecticut, and Quy Nhon, Vietnam. I'll tell you that. The kids used to jump around during the day, and we'd give them a little candy and some money here and there. And then they'd really get aggressive in the evening. You gotta watch out, because some of those kids were the enemy.
There was no parades or thank yous. Basically, there was the hippie movement, okay, where they were growing long hair and, you know, disrespect for the flag, pretty much like they're doing today.
There weren't too many flags waved or parades when Vietnam veterans got home. It was more or less there was an indifference to people. They didn't care one way or another.
It was great to be home, but unfortunately, it was a volatile time in the United States where there was a lot of disrespect and anger against Vietnam veterans.
I did the job the best I could under the circumstances, and but it just wasn't a comfortable thing to come back and face the indifference and face the protesting and everything else. I went back to college and finished my degree when I got out of the service. I kept a low profile. I didn't indicate that I was a Vietnam veteran. And wasn't real proud of it. I don't know if I should have been or not, but...
Over 53,000 veterans died in Vietnam during the Vietnam conflict, and there was a lot of bodies that were unfortunately lost because of that particular era.
Agent Orange was used over there to spray on trees so that the Vietnamese snipers wouldn't be able to hide behind any foliage, make them easier to see.
Years after, they realized that this Agent Orange was very dangerous, and it causes many different types of diseases and cancers.
I contracted, because of Agent Orange, I contracted Parkinson's disease. And that Parkinson's disease manifested itself 40 years after I came back from Vietnam. I have tremors in my left arm. But I received great care from the VA.
I was exposed to Agent Orange, and some of the disabilities that I have, because I'm 100% permanent and total, are diabetes, glaucoma, cancer, heart disease, eyes, under diabetes, the neuropathy in the feet and the hands, removal of left kidney due to the cancer, renal cell carcinoma, and neuropathy. I think that number one is anybody that serves in the service and puts on a uniform should get the respect on Veterans Day from everybody in the United States. Should always remember that when a vet serves, earns the respect, dignity, and honor of being a veteran. Thank you.